been giving you the worst of me. Now you wanna stay the night. Pity how you work hard for me, but forgetting how to talk. No, I don't like no humble bitch. Just go and fess it up. Now it's time to marinate. And right after we're done.
Yo, what's going on? We're live, we're thriving. How's it going, everybody? We are doing the work tonight. We're chilling, we're vibing. I don't know. Do we have anything on the docket? Do we have any orders in? The answer is no. We have no orders in. Our rule of thumb for Tuesdays is one every 8 Tuesdays is really, really good. And we have a lot of orders. And that was last Tuesday. So there's a chance that we're probably going to have 7 straight Tuesdays of slowness. But I would rather it not be. Yo, what's up? 88. Ball don't lie. How are you doing, buddy? Welcome back to the party. I'm glad you came back. How was your weekend? How was your weekend? But yeah, so that's the long and gist of it. Last Tuesday was amazing and crazy and wild, and it just went out of control. And you guys are crazy. And then I don't know. We'll see what happens this Tuesday. But look, I'm looking forward to some kind of show, some kind of order. Just betting on baseball. Hey, any good ones? Any hot takes? Any hot takes? Anything good? Are you winning? Are you ahead? Let's look at some scores. Let's look at some baseball scores here. Let's look at some baseball scores. Philadelphia Phillies losing 2-1. Oh God. 1-1. Cardinals are terrible against the Rays, and that's in the bottom of the 8th. So the Rays will probably pull that one out. Hit Bellinger home runs, and there you go. Yeah, okay, man. Cody Bellinger was supposed to be a big trading target, and Shane McClanahan's out for the season. That's bad for the Rays. Tracking Ohtani's Triple Crown chances. Sounds about right. Mariners Hancock is called up. Emerson Hancock. There you go. There's a guy. Oh, Pete Alonso, Javi Alonso. That's the only thing that's winning for the Mets this year is Pete Alonso. Because the team sucks. The Mets are bad, and I think they're paying like 100. They're paying 80 million, I think, for players that aren't even on the team. No by Amber Valdez. Yeah, that's what they tell me. Francisco Alvarez, stud catcher. I don't disagree. His autos would say that they sell pretty well. Yo, H2R guy. What's up, buddy? Thanks for dropping in. But yeah, I agree. Alvarez is a stud, but the rest of the team... dude, how do you have $80 million and you don't even have any of those players playing on your team? Like, it's bad. Like, that's bad. That's just bad management. That's just putting all the money on all... They scattered money around, and their team just didn't do anything. But you know what? That's the Mets. I loved all the Mets fans that were like, it's our year. They're as bad as the Cowboy fans. It's our year. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, dude, the Mets, man. Let's see their record. Oh, yeah, 51-61. 7.5 behind in the wild card. Crazy. How about them Philadelphia Phillies? Up 3 games in the wild card with Giants. Yeah, it's not worth the risk. Definitely not worth the risk, because now, like, you literally are so strapped for money. He has to double down next year. Like, he has to double down and be like, yo, we gotta spend more money again. He can't not do it again. It's like he's gotta pay into it again. He got killed this year. He has to go out and get every good free agent again. He has to try and bring Ohtani in, to be honest. He's got to try and do something for Ohtani. He's got to sell the farm for Ohtani. And, because at this point, you've already thrown out your hand that you are just going to throw money around. So, And let me tell you something. The Braves, I mean, look at their record. They're 70-40. 70-40. That means every 11 games, they're going to win 7. They had pitching. The Mets had pitching. Yeah, I'm not dude, I'm a Philly fan. Like, I'm a Red October Philly fan, man. So, you know where it's at. Hunt for October. And I was talking to a buddy about the Braves last year. I said, look, the Braves are an amazing regular season team. You put them in a big pool, the Braves are great. The second you put them in a small sample size, a small 7-game series, 5-game series, they're average. They're really average. Big season, they're great. Small sample size, they can't win 5 and 7-game series against, you know, hot teams or good teams. They can't do it. They ran into the Mets. They didn't run the Mets. I'm sorry. They ran into the Phillies last year. Phillies were a hot team, beat the Cardinals, upset the Cardinals. A lot of people had the Cardinals winning that series in a 3-game set. They play 5 games. Phillies win game 1 against them in Atlanta. Atlanta has to win game 1. You can't be the best team in the NL East and lose game 1 at home and expect to win. All right, well, let's take a look at their pitching staff here. Ball don't lie. We're waiting for our first order in for the night, so jump on in. We have a couple people live on the website, so we'll let them hop and shop. Let's go check out this roster. Baseball is over. It's football season. I think football's in trouble. Let's see here. Max Fried, Charlie Morton. Okay. Spencer Strider. Yeah, I mean, Elder doesn't really scare me, and neither does Shiri Runis. Whatever. Charlie Morton's a very good postseason pitcher, so he's scary. Max Fried is hotter and cold, and Spencer Strider's really good, but he's young. So, yeah, you're right. Their starters aren't made for playoffs. See, that's what I'm saying. Their starters are not made for playoffs. Strider's almost 4? Yeah, but look at his strikeouts. That's all I'll say about that. Look at his strikeouts. I mean, that's why they bought a lot of bullpen guys. They brought in Brad Hand. I think they got like 3 arms for the bullpen. Let's look at this Strider. Strider 4 ERA. Let's see here. 3.94. Yeah, he's 12-4 though. Oh, here's what I'm saying. Strikeouts. 211 strikeouts in 132 innings. Disgusting. That's gross. That's a lot of strikeouts. In 23 starts, he has 211 strikeouts. He's about 8 strikeouts a game, 8 or 9 strikeouts a game. That's a lot. That's a lot in today's game. The thigh guy, they call him. They call him the thigh guy. Yeah, I for my thoughts on football is this. How's the product get better? And I think you can say that about any sports. How's the product get better in any sport? And some people say that football's already good. It doesn't need to be changed. I think a lot of football's issue is I think the refs have too much hand. I think these pass interference calls out of nowhere, you know, in big important parts of the game, you know, 3rd and 28, and you get a pass interference 15 yards down the field, automatic first down. I think the refs have too much in play. People are gonna hate me saying this, but I think that pass interference calls should not be automatic first downs. Hear me out. I don't think they should be automatic first downs. I think if they get over the first, I think if you throw if it's 1st and 10 and you throw the ball 15 yards down the field, right, and you pass interference a guy, that's a first down because the ball went over the first down line. But if it's like 3rd and 30, okay, 2nd and 30, and a guy goes out for a 20-yard catch and gets pass interference, it should be then 2nd and 10 again. Like it says, you know, 2nd and 30, 20-yard penalty, make it 2nd and 10 again. Because the NFL, a defensive player can't touch anybody anymore. You think they should get the first down, not the yards. Now, see, that's interesting. So now you're saying, let's say it's 3rd and 30, okay? You're saying it's 3rd and 30. You're saying if I throw the ball 50 yards in the air, and I'm running, and I get pulled down, and the ball flies behind me, that's a pass interference. You're saying that I get an automatic first down from just the line of scrimmage. Just 3rd and 30 goes away, now it's 1st and 10 again. I like that. I'm cool with that. I'm totally cool with that. I think that the problem with the NFL right now is you can't play defense. The only way you can play defense is if you are a ball hawk and you intercept the ball. You fumble the ball, but even if you try and fumble the ball, you always get called for face mask. You know, so if running back's keeping his head low and you go in for the ball and you grab his face mask, there's ref 15-yard penalty, face mask. So you can't play defense. Oh, here's another good one. You go for the quarterback and the quarterback's running and he throws the ball as you hit him. That's a roughing the passer. That's roughing the passer. If you reach your hand up in the air as the quarterback throws it and your hand touches the helmet of the quarterback, that's a 15-yard penalty. The NFL's in trouble for the aspect of you can't play defense anymore. And it's not trouble now. It's trouble growing the sport down the road. That's the issue. Yep. It's a big problem, and I think right now the NFL is just masking it by saying, "Look, we're scoring 40 points. Look how fun this is. We're going to score 40 points every game." Bad teams are going to be able to score 27. Remember when your team couldn't score 7 points? Well, now they're going to score 27, but they're going to give up 48, but they're going to get 27 because offense is fun. It's so bad. It's bad. And let me tell you something. Basketball's in the same way. Basketball's in the same poor thing. You can't play defense as a basketball player now. Too many guys flop on the offense. They call a penalty. They call a foul. They call a foul, and the guy goes to the line. Basketball's in trouble. I remember back in the day, if you tried to dribble the ball into the post, you got rocked by some big dudes. Now, if you rock a guy, or if you get up there, guess what? Now you get a flagrant foul. If you get 2 flagrant fouls, you're kicked out of the game. So now you can't play defense. You can't even get in a guy's way to block him. Basketball's in trouble. Soccer's not in trouble. Soccer's growing in the United States. MLS League keeps adding teams every year. Soccer is the #1 sport in the world. Not in trouble. NASCAR, not in trouble. Hockey, believe it or not, hockey, not in trouble. Okay? Hockey's fantastic. Hockey is the best sport because a 6 seed can go to the Stanley Cup. That's why hockey's good. Basketball's bad. You have the 4 best teams. Top 4 teams, they're going to be there. Doesn't matter. Should be betting the over. Uncle Mike, another thing. Yes, you should be betting the over, but guess what Vegas has been doing? They're putting the over so high now on all the offensive teams. If you look at top 10 offensive teams per week, it doesn't matter who they play, they are overinflating their over-under lines so that the under's hitting more now. You kind of missed out on that bubble because now Vegas knows, teams are scoring. Top 10 teams are going to be the ones that we're going to overinflate for the higher scores. You actually kind of got to root for not a top scoring team to score more. And that's how you make your money on the over-under now. Because a lot of my friends got killed on the over-under last year because of that. By the way, baseball and hockey are my 1-2. Baseball and hockey are my 1-2 favorite sports, so I'm with you there, don't lie. I'll call you Ball. I'm with you, Ball. I'm with you. Hockey and baseball are my 1-2. Yeah, NBA totals are crazy now too. NBA is nuts, dude. And NBA is shoot the 3. Shoot the 3 and flop and make your free throws. That's all it is. You make your free throws, you shoot 3s all the time and make them, and that's it. You can win NBA games. And you need 3 stars. You need 3 stars, no bench, shoot 3s. You're top 10 team in the NBA. It's kind of embarrassing. That's why NCAA basketball is better. Dude, you know what's funny is analytics destroyed the mid-game jump shot. The Michael Jordan mid-game mid-shot, the Larry Bird mid-shot, Dwayne Wade, Kobe Bryant, mid-game range shot. It's all gone now. The analytics killed. I can't get my thingy back to being. I did break. Now I'm like blurry. Now I'm a blurry boy. I don't like this. No, Okay, it'll fix itself the second I get up or something. Ugh. Yeah, see, it fixed itself. All you gotta do is get out of the picture for a second. Yeah, no, the NBA, the analytics destroyed the mid-game jumper because they're like, dude, if you can just learn to shoot, you know, 4 more steps back, you get a 3, and the percentage on that to that, so they just killed that. That's been dead now. And you know what? I hate to say it. Everybody's been saying for like 10 years baseball's dying. Let me tell you something. Baseball's back because baseball implemented the timing. The time rule has brought people back to games because now games can finish under 2 hours. People love baseball. They didn't love that baseball took 3.5 hours to finish a damn game. That's literally all it is. You know, some people can't bring their 6-year-old to a 3.5 hour game because the 6-year-old by 2 hours in is like, I want to freaking go and I'm causing a scene. So now that baseball implemented that, it's way better now. Season tickets are up. Ticket sales are up. Like, baseball did it right. They sped up the game. The game's always been good, and they got rid of the shift. They freaking got rid of the shift, which now makes, like, the game so much better. You have more guys on base. Now you have guys stealing again. So now there's more within a game within a game. Now you don't have a pitcher throwing a pickoff throw 5 times in a row. It's gone now. Slow down the game. Baseball is on the rise again. It's great. Sorry, regular season sucks for most sports. Playoffs is still fun. Yeah. Regular season, you know what a lot of people say is regular season's too long. And, I mean, you know, that's why they call it a season. It's long, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's kind of funny. Like, you know what's crazy is, like, everyone's like, oh, 162 games in baseball. It's way too many games. People say hockey, 82 games is too long, it should be 60. NBA, they're like, yo, it should just be 60, or make it 82 but have a tournament in the middle, or make it 60 and have a tournament in the middle. And then football is like, hey, you know the one that has the most concussions? You know the one that causes most people to like have terrible lives after playing the sport? Yeah, that football one. Why don't we add 2 more games to the season? You know, the one that's killing people after it's over. Let's make that one longer. So stupid. So stupid. Oh, dude, well, at least boxing, they kind of got gloves on, but I get what you're saying. Like, at least the padding. MMA, I mean, they put those little gloves on, dude. I see some people get their ass kicked, dude. It's bad. I've seen it live. I've been to MMA fights and UFC fights live. Dude, it's not fun. Like, alright, it's cool going, you see your friend wrestle, I love it. Like, I cheered on my buddy, he's an MMA fighter, and I was all about it, cool. But when he got hit, man, I was like, damn, that's my boy, got rocked, you know? And meanwhile, he should have won the first round grappling. The other guy cheated, he pulled his glove up, and that's, like, against the rules. He had him in a grapple, he was about to, like, tap him out because it was, like, 1.5 minutes on the ground, and the guy he was, like, choking out, and, you know, not choking, but, you know, gonna make him tap. He pulled my buddy's glove up, so the ref said, oh, your glove's not on, stop, okay, get your glove on, and got out of it. Bullshit. It's bullshit. But there's always bullshit in sports. Anyway, we're live, we're thriving here, we're talking sports tonight. Welcome in on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Kick. I'm talking to Ball Don't Lie. My Uncle Mike's around here. H2R guy, he's around hanging out. Appreciate you guys. You know, on this Tuesday night, we're gonna be bouncing around. We dropped prices on football today, for the main reason of, I'll tell you what, man. There's so many good quarterbacks in this draft class, and legacy football as a product has dropped since it came out last week. I don't know what it is, but legacy football as a product dropped about $45 to $50 a box in less than a week. Now, that does not make sense to me at all in the aspect of this is a quarterback class. Last year was a defensive class. So defensive class makes sense. It's going to drop $50. That makes total sense to me. Total 100%. Because defense doesn't sell. Defensive players don't sell. This, Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, Anthony Richardson. Like, those 3 guys alone, right there. You know, you have some good wide receivers. Smith, Najiba. You know, you have Zay Flowers, you have some good receivers, you have Bijan Robinson, you know, you have some good offensive players in this product. There's no way that this product should drop $50 unless, hear me out, here's what I've been saying for years now, is that prices for football have always been way too high the last 4 years. Now they're coming back down to where they should be. And that's what I think is happening. I think a lot of people are realizing football is way too expensive. It needs to drop its ass down. And unless they make too much product, well, they're going to make a bunch of the product for football because football sells, because people love football. But the thing about the price of the actual cards is they do put out a lot of serial numbered cards. So you're not just getting like base card, base card, base card, base card, base card. You're getting like base card, base card, base card, Joe Burrow to 99. That's worth something. You know what I mean? And then base card, rookie, rookie. You know, so then you get another pack and it's like, you know, base card, base card, base card, John Elway to 299. Worth a couple bucks. Base card, rookie, rookie. So, you know, there's that aspect. Serial number cards help with the inflation of base cards. That's the reason why a lot of products put in serial numbered cards, is because if you don't put serial number cards in, nobody wants a pile of base cards. They want prisms and shiny things and numbered cards and autos and patches and stuff. You know, if you're just putting out base card, base card, base card, base card, you're not gonna sell, and then your product's gonna be worth shit. That's what it's gonna be. All right, what we got here? Haas. What's the Haas man up to? University basketball. We can do that. Wemby time. Let's go for the Haas man. Wemby time. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm down to talk sports with everybody. Whoever wants to talk sports all night. Trust me, look, just because I'm sitting here with a microphone does not mean I'm right. Alright? Does not mean I'm right. Just means I'm a guy who bought a microphone. That's literally all that means. That's why I don't watch ESPN anymore with two guys sitting across the room from each other talking to each other. If I wanted to do that, I would just go to the local bar and see two people talk about sports all day. It's the same damn thing. I miss the days when you can go on ESPN and watch highlights for an hour of every game and then see the stats of the best players after the game. And then, you know what's crazy? After that 2-minute game, they go to another game that goes on for 2 minutes where you see the highlights and then see the stats at the end of the game. Penn? I don't even know if they bought Penn. I just know ESPN's owned by Disney. So you're just telling me that Disney's bought out Penn. That's all it is. Disney owns everything. All right, Haas, let's crack into it. Yeah, Disney owns ESPN, all that jazz. Oh, we got another order in. You guys are awesome. Maybe I do need to do a TED Talk all the time. Haas, back-to-back orders. What'd you do? What'd you do, Haas? Bowman University football. Yeah, I just dropped the price on that, too. Dropped the price on that. Look at that. At least I think I did. Barstool was out of Penn. Oh. Well, I know what's his face. The guy who, oh god, Portnoy. He sold the company a while ago, and now he makes a paycheck. He made a boatload on that. Portnoy. He started Barstool, I'm pretty sure, and then he sold it, but he still works there as like a head exec guy or whatever. And he still gets a really big paycheck after they bought it from him. So that's just, you know, these guys got more money to piss in. All right, here we go. Oh, we got the company back today? There you go. All right. So Portnoy bought it back. Good for him. Good for him. You know, if I ever made a pizza thingy, I would bring him over. Come on, Haas. Let's go, buddy. Back-to-back boxes. We got Bowman University. Bowman's best university basketball and football here. Let's do it. He got the company back today. Good for him. I'll tell you what. We're due for a Wemby auto. I think it's time. Although it would break Hart's heart, because he went in on this the other day and did not suit out well. Aaliyah Boston, Judah Mintz, Jalen Cook, Jordan Walsh. Do we got a green auto? No, just regular green. Kyle Kenny Lofton for the Florida Gators. Jet Howard. Auto. It's probably worth $2. KD Johnson for Auburn, the War Eagle. His number to 50 gold refractors, not even $1. That is driving me nuts. I think it's $2, I think. There's Marcus Sasser. Believe it or not, that's probably worth more than the auto. Marcus Sasser, mini diamond. That's numbered to 299, 68 of 299. Let me turn this a little bit that way. All right, not a hard start, but we'll try and heat it up for you. KD Johnson refractor for Auburn. interesting. I'll look it up. I think he's still in Auburn. Yeah, he's still in Auburn. Kyle Lofton. Number to 99. How you been, Hass? I miss you. 56 of 99. I do miss you. Usually you have the audio turned off for me because you're usually busy doing things. So I'll just say hi, Hass. And hopefully you know that I said hi. Got the company back today. Well, what did they say what he bought it for? Ball don't lie. Did they say what he got it back for? They probably didn't. They probably just didn't close it. Just close it. Alright, no refractor. And it's back to the Wemby days. No refractors. Here we go. Therese Proctor. Jalen. How about another Marcus Sasser mini diamond? 2 of the same card. That's great. In the same box. Proctor again. There's Julian Phillips. Nick Smith. Auto. Sky Clark. With 2 Y's. Like Sky Moore. Sky Clark. Nick Smith. That's not a bad one. Chris Livingston. There it is. That's a $35 to... That's a $40 to $50 base card there. Victor Wemby. We'll leave him out there to give us good luck for the next box. $40 to $50 base card of Victor Wemby. Only thing I saw is he sells again. Penn get 50% of the profit. Oh, he ain't selling again. He'll die with it. Caitlin Clark insert. Trace Walker's not bad. Refractor. All right, get that card out of here. Mark Mitchell. Okay, Sky Moore. So basically, if he sells again, they get 50% of the profit. Yeah, that means he's gonna just die with the company. At that point, you don't even sell. He's putting all of his eggs in his basket. You know what? He's the kind of guy. Look, I give him a lot of credit for this. He's the kind of guy that's like, I don't want a boss. He's like, I don't want a boss. He says, he basically wants to be the boss. He doesn't want a boss. And I think when he took that money, and he probably was like, man, this is a lot of money. I can't turn it down. I'm an idiot. And then realized, ah, shit, I got to, what's the word? I got to report to somebody. He didn't like that. That's what I think. And he might tell you he didn't report to anybody, but when you don't own the company anymore, there's always going to be one guy or a group of people at the top that you're going to report to, you know? And that's what you do. And that's what you do. Marcus Sasser, that's 237 to 299. Victor Wemby, base. Oh, we're going to leave that up. Yeah, that's what we said. We're going to leave that up. We're going to go to football. Football. I'm looking for J.J. McCarthy. That'd be a good one. I tell that to people all the time. I say, look, if you're not happy at your job, if you are not happy with your job, either 1, look and get a new job, 2, ask for a raise because money helps you hate your job a little less sometimes, or 3, start a business. And then realize that the first, 5 years you're just going to be sweating all the time. Yeah, you hope. I mean, I started my business during COVID in July 2020, and I was still working a 40-hour gig job, actually sometimes more than 40 hours. So I was doing that and running this, and then I realized I wasn't happy, so I just do this now. Yeah, why? Just because you think that she won't do well in college another year? I mean, she lost in the finals last year to a team that literally had like 4 freaking great players on it, and she was just her running around shooting the ball like Steph Curry. Tyler Van Dyke. Stetson Bennett refractor will take care of that. I think he'll end up starting at some point this year. Stetson Bennett cards I think are a buy now. Oh yeah, before she gets into WNBA. Yeah, I agree with that. She got 1 more year in college, and then she went back for another year, which was the best decision she could have ever made. Get that degree. Play the tournament again. Try and win it. Set records in college. There's Dorian Thompson-Robinson Haas. There's Jordan Addison. That's not bad. Tyler Van Dyke's not bad. Will Levis. That's a $2 insert. That's a $2 Stetson Bennett. Ooh, Aqualava. Tanner Morgan. He might be $2. $2. because I'm pretty up to date on my comping with this product. Jalen Carter, Jordan Addison refractor again. He's been hot lately, Jordan Addison. Here's our auto. Oh, there it is. That's actually kind of cool. We got 2 refractors here that shouldn't be here. There should only be 1, but we got DeQuinn Finn and Michael Tinsley. We have a Jaron Hall, BYU auto, 45 of 99 die cut. Not bad. Quarterbacks. This is Gunslingers and Bandits. Yep. I said way before the draft that Hendon Hooker is going to be... He also thinks this, by the way. Hendon Hooker thinks he's the best quarterback in the draft, and I'll tell you what, man, I think he is. If he can stay healthy, I think he'll be the best quarterback in the draft, like 5-10 years from now when you look at the stats. 188 to 199. Plus, the other thing is he doesn't have to start right away, so he can just learn the NFL. He can learn the playbook. I think that's good for him, too. Like, a lot of these quarterbacks, they get thrown into the Sharks, and then they get knocked around, beat up, and then they never come out the way they came in. Never come out the way they came in, they say. All right, Jaron Hall. Ooh, UCLA. Doran Phillips Thompson won't get in here. Thompson Robinson. All right, let's look at Jaron Hall. I know he got drafted. He is a Minnesota Viking. He's the Viking quarterback. There you go. There you go. Jaron Hall, 45/99. We're looking for Arizona Cardinals and the Patriots. Come on, Haas. Let's get a big one. Got Jaron Hall. It's not terrible. Who knows? Kirk Cousins could go down and Jaron Hall takes over. That's what I'm saying, man. Look where Brock Purdy started. Quarterback goes down. This quarterback kid comes in, goes 4-2, and his cards shoot up from $30 in auto to like $300. It's insane. That's the only thing I like about football in the aspect of all you can collect is quarterbacks. And you keep every quarterback. Will Levis. Jaron Hall again. There's a nice... We'll take care of that right now because it's a die cut. It's Gunslingers and Bandits. Bryce Young. Nice card. Imagine if that was the auto there. That would have been cool. That was the auto. Nice little Bryce Young insert. I actually haven't seen this one yet. Jamar Gibbs. He's going to be good. Cam Rising. Dylan Gabriel. We'll see. Oh boy, here we go. Purple Nurple, Jaron Hall. It's a Jaron Hall box, folks. Minnesota Vikings box, indeed. Purple team color there, even though he's in BYU. Kool-Aid McCrinsky. There's a Cameron Ward, Nico Marichal, Jamar Gibbs again. Another Bryce Young insert. That's pretty cool. Sam Hartman. Here we go. Base auto. Nothing fancy. Trayshawn Holden. Cameron Ward there. Trayshawn Holden. Okay. Trayshawn Holden. We're gonna say he's still in Oregon. Trayshawn Holden. Alright, so some Bryce Young inserts. A nice Jaron Hall insert auto to 99. They start out as 99, so not too bad. More Jaron Hall. Purple Refracty-Doo. 232 at 250. I like Dylan Gabriel. Not a lot of people do like him because he's left-handed. That's literally the reason why, because there's not a lot of good left-handed quarterbacks. Left-handed quarterbacks, go. I'll name Steve Young and Rajia Michael Vick. I'll go Ken Stabler. Ken Stabler's in there. Can we name any other left-handed quarterbacks that were good? Matt Leinart does not count. Matt Leinart does not count. This is NFL. We're not doing college. If it was college, Matt Leinart would count. All right, thank you, Haas. Appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate you doing the card stuff. Oh, yeah, Jim Zorn. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Jim Zorn. Any more left-handed quarterbacks that are actually pretty decent? Not many out there. Thank you, Haas. I appreciate the double order from you, man. We'll get that all shipped out tomorrow as well. Get that rocking and rolling. Getting it going. Yeah, Ken Stabler, Michael Vick, Steve Young. Missed Pac-12. Yeah, Pac-12 football, baby. Pac-12 football. Trying to think. Left-handed quarterbacks. Eagles. Oh, hefty lefty. Jared Lorenzen. Yeah, you mean the guy who just took the ball and ran 1 yard up the gut? The hefty lefty from the New York G-Men. Yeah, that guy. The hefty lefty. Jets. Do they have any lefty quarterbacks? Probably not. Dolphins? No. Dolphins probably had one, knowing them. Oh, he's dead? Didn't know that. R.I.P. Pour one out to hefty lefty Jared Lorenzen. It was probably the calisthenics that got him in the end. Let's see. Bills? No. Oh, God, we're missing an easy one. Boomer Esiason. Jets. Jets. Mark Brunell, lefty. There you go. Boomer Esiason's a good one. Mark Brunell's definitely a good one. He has the most interceptions for the Jaguars because he played so many years there. Jaguars aren't really known to keep a quarterback very long. We already said Steve Young. Been done. It's so far late. We got Michael Vick. We got Steve Young. Steve Young's been done. He's been done. He's so been done. We had Ken Stabler. He's been done. We said that. Boomer Esiason said. Mark Brunell was one that got busted out. Jared Lorenzen, Jim Zorn. Oh, Tua. That's it. Dolphins, Tua. I knew this was Tua. Yeah, okay. All right, Tua. Yeah, Matt Leinart doesn't count. We said it has to be a good quarterback in the NFL. College, you would have counted, but it has to be an NFL quarterback. That was good. Boomer. Lefty quarterbacks. All right, been said. Vic's been done. We're getting repetitive. Getting a little repetitive. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Oh, well, he stinks. Doesn't count. This is a name, does not count because he was a bum. Chris Sims. He's a bum. He's with Matt Leinart. They don't count. They can go off to this left-handed. See, I'm using my left hand. To you, it looks like it's right, but this is my left. This is my writing hand. This is my left hand. He can go over the left-hand pile. He can go into Misfit Toyland. Chris Sims. The bum. Oh, Scott. Well, you know what? Interesting about Scott Mitchell is he's better than Chris Sims. Scott Mitchell actually had 2 good seasons, I think. Let me see. Let me look at Scott Mitchell. I think he had 2 good seasons. Let's see here. All right, look, it's off to a good start. 95 touchdowns in his career, 81 interceptions. He's thrown 95 touchdowns in 99 games. So, you know, he's throwing a touchdown a game. Let's see here. He did 32 touchdowns in 1 season in 1995 and led the Detroit Lions on a 10-6 record. And then he went 17-17. A terrible team. Then 9-7, he was basically just a manager for Barry Sanders in 97. 19 touchdowns, 14 interceptions, and then he just lost his job and fell off the face of the earth. And that was it. 4 seasons later, he was done. But he did have 2 good seasons. Good for him. He's also played for Miami. Scott Mitchell, he can hang out over here. He can hang out with the good people. That's a good name. Good bust out. Good bust out name. Lefty quarterbacks without cheating, you cheater outers out there. What we got? Falcons. Well, we got the Vic already. Chiefs. I feel like the Chiefs had a left-handed quarterback. So they had Trent Green. Chiefs had Trent Green for a while. Then they went Alex Smith, I think, for a bit. Didn't they go left-handed quarterback for a while there? Now it's Patrick Mahomes, but I mean, they had Trent Green for a bit. Then they had Joe Montana before that for a bit. I think they had a sneaky... Oh, Elvis Gerbach was in there for a bit. You guys remember Elvis Gerbach? Oh, dude, I'll talk football for hours, bro. I'm not even a big football head. Ravens. Chris... I know Damian Horde. He was left-handed, but he stinks. Giants, left-handed, hefty lefty, yeah. All right, I don't know. If anybody thinks of any, you let me know. You let me know if you think of any, and throw them in there that are actually decent qualified quarterbacks. I think the rule of thumb is either like 2 good seasons. Yeah, he was good. You know what? Alex Smith he got a raw deal, man. The Niners never treated him right. I'm saying it right now. The Niners did not treat him right. And you know what? Look, a lot of people can say like, oh, the Chiefs didn't treat him right. Dude, he had 199 touchdowns in his career. He's one shy of 200. His record is 99, 67, and 1. He's only 1 win away from getting 100 wins. But the Niners kind of just gave up on him. He missed the whole season in 08 with a shoulder. And then they just got tired. Like, they thought when see, the Niners are so elitist. In 2011, they go 13-3, okay? They don't win the Super Bowl. Oh, yeah, he had the 2019 terrible injury as well. So the Niners, did they win that Super Bowl or did they lose that one? I think the Ravens won it. Jim Harbaugh got his win. So the Niners don't win the Super Bowl, right? They blame him, okay? They blame him, and when they have a 6-2-1 record, the next year, he's got 13 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 70% passing. They bench him for Colin Kaepernick. And by the way, the year he went 13-3, he was sacked the most times, 44 times. Let me tell you something. That means you got to fix your offensive line. That's not the quarterback problem. That's an offensive line problem. He got a raw deal. Then he goes to Kansas City and does great. 5 seasons there, does a great job, does the same thing what he had been doing in San Francisco, and then he got benched. No, he didn't get benched, actually. They chose Patrick Mahomes over him. And then they traded him to Washington, where he was just playing some good teams, man. He was playing the Eagles. He was playing the Eagles. He was playing some good teams in the NFC East. You know, that's the only good team in the NFC East is the Eagles. So I get it. You know, it's hard. It's hard. Yeah, him and Joe Theismann literally had the same injury, I think, on the same field. We have 8 boxes left of Pop Century. Oh, did he? No, did he? So they benched it. So it was, that means that was 2012. That was 2012. Yeah. Well, either way, in 2011, they went 13-3. He got sacked the most times in the NFL, 44 times, which is a stupid amount. 17 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. They lost. Halfway through that year that the Super Bowl happened, they benched him, as he was throwing 70% completion. Terrible. Yeah, Joe Flacco's from Audubon. He played high school in Jersey. He played high school football in Audubon. That's why I know Joe Flacco. Yep. He's one of the best. He's in that pool of, like, he's in the problem with Joe Flacco is this. He's in that pool of Trent Dilfer. You're an average quarterback that won the Super Bowl. Did they win it because of you? Probably not, but you got the ring. You showed up to practice. You did the job. You threw the passes. You know, like, what's Joe Flacco? Look, I'm not knocking him. I'm just saying, like, you know, 232 touchdowns, that's great. 147 interceptions, that's not very good. Barely 61% passing completion, 99 wins, and 81 losses. So he has, wow. That's crazy. Alex Smith, huh, interesting. Yeah, he's been a backup for 5 years. You know he's been a backup for 5 years now? That's crazy. I remember when he was a big deal. Big old deal. You know, you want to know something funny about Joe Flacco? He's never led the league in anything. I'm looking at him on Football Reference right now. Joe Flacco has never led the league in anything. Since he came in 08 to 2022, not a single thing. Not sacked the most, not QBR, not fumbled the most, not the longest touchdown, not the most first downs, not the most interceptions, not the most touchdowns, not the most yards, not the most rushing yards, not the best completion percentage, not the most attempts, not the most completions, not the best record. He's literally never led the league in anything. Yeah, so yeah, and Eli Manning has 2 of those too. But Eli Manning's better than Joe Flacco. And how about this name? Nick Foles has a Super Bowl MVP. Who's better? The argument should be. All right, I'm not. Wait, should I do it? Should I do it? Nick Foles stats against Joe Flacco stats. I think Nick Foles is a better backup than Joe Flacco has ever been. Yeah. That's why Trent Dilfer got a Super Bowl. Oh, you want to see this? How about this? Nick Foles, 2013, led the league in touchdown percentage. Percentage of his throws were touchdowns. 8.5% of his passes were touchdowns. Yards per attempt, 9.1, led the league. He also led the league in highest rating that year at 119. Nick Foles has led the league in things. Joe Flacco never led the league in anything. That was the year Nick Foles went 27 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. BT dub. And no, I'm not saying Nick Foles is better than Flacco, but I mean, stats don't lie. Did Joe Flacco ever beat Tom Brady? Probably. He probably beat Tom Brady once. No, they don't, actually. They don't. No, I'm actually going to type this in. Nope. Wentz chokes. There you go. Wentz chokes. Wentz is not a winner. He's a complainer. He's a big old crybaby complainer. They do not win the Super Bowl if Wentz is in there. Actually, I don't think they make the Super Bowl. I don't think they make the Super Bowl with Wentz playing all the games. People have more respect for Nick Foles because Nick Foles talked to people like people. And what's Carson Wentz done since then? Like, Carson Wentz doesn't even have a job right now. He's out hunting. 151 touchdowns, 66 interceptions, 46 and 45 and 1. 46 and 45 and 1. Does that sound like a winner? No, it doesn't. No, it does not. The guy couldn't win the last game of the year to get the Colts in the playoffs against the Jaguars. 2 years ago. He couldn't. 2 years ago. No, he's retired. I'm pretty sure retired. Carson Wentz, like freaking, dude, he throws 27 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. That's great. Very good. But you got to be Jacksonville to make the playoffs, and you get blown out by Jacksonville. And that's when Jacksonville's bad. That's Trevor Lawrence rookie year. Bad. Bad. Yeah. Look, Wentz had some good seasons. Sure he did. But now nobody, here's the thing, no one wants to touch him. No one wants to touch him. That should say a lot. Alright, where are we at tonight? It's 9:19. We've been talking sports all night. I love it. I love the talk, the conversation. Haas came in with some orders. I really appreciate that by Haas, the Haas man. We are live. We are thriving. We are not live tomorrow. So that is a thing. We do not do Wednesday shows. So I got to update the calendar with that because you guys all look at that calendar, right? Yeah, we don't have a show tomorrow. By the way, the Friday night show is going to be really great. We have 2023 Leaf Metal Pop Century. That's going to be a great little product. We already sold 4 boxes on the pre-sale. We have 8 left. So make sure if you want to get a box to pre-sale, I mean, there's 8 left. I mean, you can always chance it, you know. But I don't want to hear no crying when you don't get no box. No crying. My buy low right now is Zach Wilson. Trey Lance, dude, Trey Lance looks terrible in practice. I know it's called practice, not a game, but I mean, he's looking really bad. And he might be one of those guys that, because of the injury, like Carson Wentz, they'll never be the same. Zach Wilson's a good buy low. For the main reason of, I think you could probably even buy him lower and later in the year. Look, I just don't think the Jets are going to be good this year. How can you say that? How can you say that, Iggy? They got Aaron Rodgers and Breece Hall and Garrett Wilson and their defense and Salah. How can you say they're not going to be good this year? Because the Jets find a way to jet. The Jets find a way to jet. Like the Mets find a way to Met, the Jets find a way to jet. You know? Just because you bring in all the good names doesn't mean you're going to get wins. Okay? The Jets will find a way to jet. They'll probably lose 3 games this year on their kicker. Okay? Like, Aaron Rodgers will go off 400 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, and they'll lose because the kicker misses a 51-yard field goal. Okay? Like, it's just the Jets. The Jets will find a way to jet. Remember that. Remember that. Just when you start getting nervous, you know, dude, if I was a Patriot fan right now, I'd be like, yo, bring the Jets in. If I'm a Dolphin fan, I'm like, bring the Jets in. Bills, they're probably like, ha, 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 ha. Yeah, Mac Jones cards are trash. Dude, I still can't believe that kid sold that 101 for like 100K. Made the best choice of his life. Best choice of his life. Oh, Uncle Mike, great news. I got more NASCAR coming in sometime. And I have a Trey Lance auto out of Leaf. I have a Trey Lance auto out of Leaf. Ah, I'm so sorry, Ball Don't Lie. Look, I'm so sorry. And you know what? I'm not apologizing for what I said.
All right, what's happening out there? He's winning.
I'm not apologizing for what I said because that would be like a takesy-backsy, a fake person. I'm not taking back what I said. All I'm going to say is, you know, Jets find a way to jet. You know, they had a good year last year, the Jets found a way to jet, you know? I love their coach. I'll tell you what, their coach is great. I think you have a really good coach. I just hope they don't run him out of town for a bad year. Or, like, not a great year. Like, 9-8 year. You know what I mean? Your coach is really good. I think you guys should really hold on to him. He's going to be the future of that franchise as long as they don't run him out of town. And I think you agree with that. I think you'd like the coach too. Yeah, I think Hard Knocks is on right now. I have bets with my buddies. A lot of them are saying they're gonna win 11, this and that. I'm like, dude, they're gonna win 9. They're gonna find a way to win 9, and they'll go 9-8. They might go 10. They might go 10-7. They'll probably go 10-7. It's better. All right, here. You know what we're gonna do for fun? Jet schedule. Here we go. We're gonna do the Jets schedule. All right. Here we go. Jets schedule. This is gonna be fun. I'm ready for this. Week 1 Monday Night Football against the Bills at home. I think they find a way to lose on Monday Night Football. I think the Bills win on the road at home. And then the next week is Sunday Night Football at Dallas. And Aaron Rodgers loves to beat up Dallas. So Aaron Rodgers gets the job done against Dallas. They're 1-1. 1-1. All right, 1-1 here. Then they play New England Patriots at home. They'll win that. They'll beat New England at home. They'll be 2-1. Then they play the Chiefs at home. They'll lose. They'll be 2-2. They go to Denver in Denver. Denver's really bad, but Sean Payton and Aaron Rodgers hate each other. It's gonna be a big hate fest. Hate fest. And that's the game Rodgers goes down with a season-ending injury. I'm just kidding. I'm not rooting for a season-ending injury, but I think it would be really funny if he did. No, it wouldn't be funny if he did. Never root for an injury. It would just be ironic. I think the Jets win that game. They go 3-2. They play the Eagles. They lose 3-3. Bye week 7. They play the Jets at the Giants, a.k.a. we just stay home. They'll beat the Giants. They'll be 4-3. Then they play the Chargers at home. Chargers have to travel all the way to New York, which is great for you guys. So it'll be 5-3. But then the Jets have to travel all the way to Vegas. The Jets players are going to party too much the night before in Vegas and lose in an upset to Vegas. So there's your 5-4. Then they go to Buffalo, lose again. Now they're 5-5. They finally get a home game against Miami. It's in, when is it? It's November. It's starting to get a little cold, so Miami can't play in the cold. So they'll win that game. They'll be 6-5. Yeah, they're going to lose an upset. It's called an upset for a reason. Doesn't matter they suck. It's an upset. 6-5. Then they'll play Atlanta at home. They'll beat Atlanta. So they're 7-5. They'll play the Texans at home. Now they're 8-5. Now here's the rumbles. They're 8-5. Everyone's rumbling in New York. They're so good. They're gonna make the playoffs. They're fighting against the Bills. They haven't beat the Bills yet, but they're fighting against them. They go to Miami. They lose 8-6. They play the Commanders the day before Christmas. The Jets are just not focused. They lose to the Commanders. They're 8-7. Then they go to Cleveland. They're in shambles. They're playing on 4 days rest. They lose to Cleveland. And they're 8-8. And then they play New England in New England. And New England doesn't need the game because New England's in the playoffs. And the Jets win and they go 9-8. And there is the season. 9-8, the Jets. They lose an upset to the Browns. They lose an upset to the Raiders. They had a good streak. Tell you what, week 12 to week 14, they won 3 games in a row. They were on fire. They were on fire, my man. They were on fire. Hey, man, you know what's great is this is recorded. So you just find this on YouTube or you find this on Facebook during the year, and you can find out if I'm right. Just write down this day, August 8th, Iggy's Jets predictions. Go on Facebook or YouTube and you'll see it. But yeah, I mean, you know, there's your 9-8 season, and you're gonna lose a clunker to the Raiders on November. November's a tough month for you guys, except yeah, definitely. But no. Let me tell you something. I don't hate when people say that. Yo, obvious injuries happen, dude. That's for not you saying it. I'm just saying for me to say that, as for me to cover up my incorrections, is a fallacy. Just because injuries happen doesn't mean that it should change me being wrong or right on my predictions. Right now I'm saying 9-8, regardless if Rodgers plays 16 games or if he plays 3 games. 9-8. You know what I mean? So injuries, they do happen. They do obviously change. Like, you know, the Niners were predicted to do really good things or really bad things, and then, you know, whatever. Doesn't matter. But yeah, I mean, they do happen. But I hate when, like, people on TV or people on podcasts are like, oh, well, my prediction was only wrong because the wide receiver got hurt and the best defense player got hurt and the quarterback got hurt and missed 4 games. Like, that's the only reason why I'm wrong. I would have been right if they didn't get hurt. ESPN, thank you for watching. Like, those guys, stupid guys. Can't stand them. All right, it's 9:29, guys. We had a couple orders earlier for Haas. We opened up some basketball. We went Wemby hunting, and then we did some football. And we, what did we get? We got a Jaren Hall die cut Gunslingers and Bandits card out of it. I'll tell you what's been really cold is our hit board. Angels, Diamondbacks, Cavs, Clippers, Arizona Cardinals, Patriots, Stars, Blue Jackets, Bell, Byron Stenhouse, Kyle Busch, Steve Austin, Cody Rhodes, Ray Ripley. Can we hit a board? Can we hit the board? That'd be really cool. We're not gonna be live tomorrow. We are gonna be live on Thursday. Thursday night we'll be back on the attack. I did drop prices on the website today for football. We had one person dabble and take a taste of that, so I really appreciate you on that. Hass, really appreciate you, Hass, on that. All right. In the meantime, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna rock and roll out of here. I think. It was a great time talking to Ball Don't Lie 88 on Kick. Appreciate you out there. Always talking, hanging out with us when you're alive and well. Uncle Mike, appreciate you for dropping in. Our boy who always drops in and says, hey, remember me? H2R guy, appreciate you on there. Over there in Twitch land, hey Twitch, appreciate you, one watcher out there. We don't know who you are because you're just a lurking and a lurking. That's all right. We like our lurkers. It boosts our ratings. So I really appreciate you guys. Always hanging out with us, chilling. Tonight, you know, it's just it's first Tuesday. It's our first slow Tuesday. We got anything coming in for Thursday? Depends on if my shipments get here. I ordered more Bowman's Best University Basketball. I ordered more NASCAR Racing, Don Russ. And I got your Marvel Allure coming in. Is it going to be here on Thursday? Is it going to be here on Friday? Is it going to be here on Saturday? I don't know. But that's what I got. Don Russ Racing, Bowman's Best University Basketball, and you know, right now it's just like some vendors are trying to overcharge. See, if I go with the vendor that overcharges me, then I have to overcharge you guys, but I can get it right away. If I wait 2 or 3 days, I can get it at a better price, charge you a better price, and you're happier. So I'm starting to lean towards just like spacing it out more, especially since we have pop culture this week. Like we're gonna be tearing up pop culture on Friday, so Pop Century. But that's what I've been doing, is kind of just feeling out and finding the better pricing for you guys, obviously. You know, because look, I don't want to be the guy who, you know, overspends for something and I gotta overcharge you guys and, you know, do that whole damn thing. Sure, it hurts for not getting it on time or early, but I mean, that just gives you guys time to wait, you know? Anyway, appreciate you guys again. Ball Don't Lie 88, don't be a stranger. And I hope you enjoy your Hard Knocks with the Jets. You know, Jets 49ers Super Bowl, probably not happening. But then again, I couldn't tell you who's going to be in the Super Bowl this year. I mean, if you want me to tell you how I really feel, I think it's going to be a rematch of the Chiefs and the Eagles. Because the NFL really wants to make money off of the Kelsey and Kelsey podcast. And they want to promote the hell out of that. So the NFL wants to make money. And that's why they're going to try and push for at least a Chiefs-Eagles something. Somehow. It's going to be there on the table. Maybe it doesn't happen. Maybe they're both in the AFC Championship and NFC Championship game. They're going to push for that. Because that NFL wants to make money. If they're not making money, why do you think the Cleveland Browns don't make it? Why do you think the Atlanta Falcons aren't there? And when the Atlanta Falcons were there, they couldn't even finish it. Because they don't draw money. All right, everybody. Have a good one. Take it easy. Be well, be good, be safe. All that good stuff. All right. Laters. See yous on Thursday. Bye.